Halcyon Meadows, a name that painted pictures in the mind. A village nestled amidst rolling hills. The air itself hummed with a subtle magic. The villagers whispered tales, stories of the woods beyond, legends whispered on the wind. The whispers spoke of the Zephyr, a magical wind. It was said to carry secrets, whispers of forgotten dreams. The villagers spoke in hushed tones. The Zephyr was more than just wind, it was a legend brought to life. Elowen was different. A daydreamer, they called her. Her eyes sparkled with curiosity. Her pockets bulged with strange treasures. A feather shed from a robin's wing. A smooth, iridescent pebble from the brook. Elowen saw magic in the mundane. She collected moments, not things. A sunbeam through a spider's web, the fleeting shadow of a cloud. These were her treasures, ephemeral, fleeting, yet infinitely precious. It appeared on her windowsill. A map, but no ordinary map. This one hummed with unseen energy. The lines shimmered. They shifted like the wind. The map called to Elowen, beckoned her towards adventure. Intrigued, Elowen traced the lines. They led to the Whispering Woods, the heart of the Zephyr's domain. A thrill coursed through her. This was no ordinary map. This was a guide to the impossible. The forest was alive. Trees whispered secrets to the wind. Sunbeams danced on the mossy floor. Elowen ventured deeper, her heart thrumming with anticipation. She wasn't afraid. She was home. The map pulsed gently in her hand, guiding her deeper into the woods. Each turn was a new discovery. A mushroom that glowed with an inner light. A butterfly with wings like stained glass. Section 5, where trees whisper secrets. The trees leaned in close. Their leaves brushed against her cheek. They whispered stories of the Zephyr, tales spun from sunlight and shadow. Elowen listened with her heart, for the forest spoke in truths rarely heard. The wind picked up, whirling leaves into a dizzying dance. Elowen laughed, her spirit soaring with the Zephyr. The forest welcomed her, embraced her in its ancient magic. Section 6, the Keeper of the Whispering Wood. A clearing bathed in moonlight. In its center stood a magnificent stag, antlers crowned with starlight, eyes that shimmered with ancient wisdom. This was no ordinary creature. This was the Keeper of the Woods, Stag. Welcome, Elowen. The Zephyr has guided you well. Elowen's breath caught in her throat. To be in the presence of such magic, it was a gift beyond measure. Section 7, a quest unveiled. Stag, the Zephyr is fading. Only you can restore its magic, Elowen. He lowered his antlered head. A single shimmering feather rested upon a bed of moss. Stag, this will be your guide. Elowen accepted the feather with reverence. It pulsed with a faint warmth, mirroring the beat of her own heart. Stag, follow the feather to the labyrinth of words. There you will find the key to restoring the Zephyr. Section 8. The Labyrinth of Words. The feather led her through winding paths. Each turn revealed a new word, etched onto leaves, carved into tree trunks. Hope, courage, kindness. Each word hummed with the Zephyr's fading magic. Elowen traced the words with her fingertips, their meaning resonating deep within her soul. She understood. The Zephyr wasn't just wind, it was the breath of imagination, the power of stories. Section 9. Wisdom in every syllable. Days turned into nights. Still, Elowen wandered the labyrinth, learning the language of the Zephyr, discovering the magic woven into every syllable. The words began to make sense. They formed a map. But this wasn't a map of places. This was a map of the heart, a guide to the wellspring of imagination. Elowen realized the Zephyr hadn't truly faded. It lived within each whispered story, every spark of wonder. Section 10. The Heart of the Zephyr. The feather pulsed one last time, guiding Elowen to a clearing bathed in golden light. In the center stood a magnificent oak. Its branches reached towards the heavens, and nestled amongst its roots a swirling vortex of light. The heart of the Zephyr. It pulsed with a faint energy, waiting to be rekindled. Elowen understood. The Zephyr wasn't lost. It simply needed to be reminded of its power, the power of belief. Section 11. The Magic Within. Elowen closed her eyes. She whispered the words she'd learned, words of hope, dreams, and boundless imagination. As she spoke, the Zephyr stirred, whirling around her, growing stronger with every syllable. The clearing filled with light, bathing Elowen in its warmth. She laughed, her heart overflowing. The Zephyr wasn't just a legend, it was real, and its magic lived within her, within everyone who dared to believe. The Zephyr carried Elowen back to Halcyon Meadows, but the village was no longer the same. It shimmered with a newfound vibrancy. The villagers looked up, their eyes filled with wonder, for the Zephyr had returned, and so had the magic of believing.